you need some motivation to deep clean your kitchen, then you definitely came to the right place. We will be cleaning the inside and outside of the kitchen cabinets, the fridge, hood, and the pantry. And I will show you how I'm using my deep cleaning system to stay on track of those tasks. And I'm also gonna talk about how I incorporate my house management to-do list of those random tasks to get things done and just be more productive without feeling overwhelmed. If you are new here, hi, my name is Magda and I am a working mom of two, and I share videos about house and time management. And a couple of weeks ago, I started a journey to a clean and just a better managed house. So if this is something you are interested in, make sure that you subscribe down below. So I have started my cleaning of my kitchen, my deep cleaning of the kitchen, with cleaning out the spices cabinet. It has been driving me a little insane. That's why I started with that. And this was one of the tasks I had on that random to-do list, which is basically things that I want to do once and be done with it. So it's not just, wiping the inside of the cabinet, but I wanted to go through all the stuff that's in there, throw in anything that was expired, and just basically organize and declutter in that cabinet. And besides that random to-do list, I am using a breakdown of my deep cleaning tasks. So the list that you see is basically a breakdown of all of them that I want to get done in my house on a quarterly basis. So I just started the system a few weeks ago, so I am a little behind this quarter as it ends at the end of June, but that's okay. I'll just get as much done as I can and then start over next quarter. And this is also why I started in my kitchen, because for me, this space has the most tasks. Now, your list of tasks for the things that you want to deep clean in your house might be different, but for me, it seems that kitchen is just one of them. So let me know in the comments which area of your house requires the most attention right now. And also keep in mind that I was never consistent with deep cleaning tasks before, so I am basically starting from scratch. So before I was deep cleaning any areas of my house at a point when it started bothering me because it was so dirty. So that's something I'm trying to change. That's why I have started this deep cleaning routine. So as I'm cleaning, you're gonna see that some areas are just more dirty than I would have liked. I just basically don't want to feel overwhelmed by all the dirty nooks and areas in my house because I don't have a good system in place to keep track of everything and finding time to do the cleaning tasks. So that's why we're going on this journey to get that system incorporated into my household. So the way that I'm cleaning the kitchen, I don't have any specific order. I just have my list of things, of tasks that I want to complete in the kitchen. And I just use that to see what I feel like doing on a specific day. I don't have to do, everything kitchen related on a specific day. It's just something that made most sense to me to have one area of the house cleaned. Now, keep in mind that I didn't even finish all the tasks on that kitchen to-do list by the end of this video. I still had a couple of things left, but it's a progress. It's all about progress. So the next thing I wanted to do in my kitchen was my fridge. So basically, just wiping down everything really, really well. Now, every week I do wipe down like the surfaces in my fridge, like the middle part of it, but it's not like deep cleaned. And this time around, I wanted to make sure I go through everything, all the stuff on the doors, because that's usually something that's left behind. And basically wiping down all the surfaces in the fridge, not just the main ones. And next was cleaning the insides of the cabinets. And you will notice some of the cabinets it was very easy to do, and some of them required a little bit more scrubbing and cleaning, which I think is the case for all of us. But as I was doing this particular cabinet, I also wanted to tackle we store medicine on top of that cabinet. So one of those tasks, the random tasks on my to-do list, was to go through those medicine containers and throw away anything that was expired. And that's basically kind of how I planned this. So I knew, as you can see, this video was done on 3 different days. I did not set up, all day long to clean the kitchen. You can, but it just didn't work out for me that way. I just broke it down into a few days. And that's the beauty of doing it that way, because you can do whatever task you want, whatever day you want. But I basically looked at my to-do list for the deep cleaning tasks, and I said, okay, I'm gonna start with the kitchen. And then I went through my random to-do list and looked at anything that was kitchen related to see if I can, as I'm deep cleaning specific areas, if I can also tackle those random tasks at the same time. And for the most part, I did not have to declutter much except that spices cabinet at the beginning. I did go through a decluttering journey before. So, not that my house is completely decluttered, but as I was going through my kitchen cabinets, there was not much that I was, throwing away or decluttering. However, I do have two more cabinets to go through in my kitchen. One is going to be at the top of the fridge, and one is under the sink. And those two areas in my kitchen definitely need to be decluttered. So that's something that's going to be happening probably in the next video or the video after that. So make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss it, because that's probably going to be very satisfying to watch. And this was on the third day. That's when I tackled the island and the pantry. Now, I did organize my junk drawer in one of my previous videos, so I'm gonna link it down below. So I really didn't have to do much, just kind of wipe it off to make sure there's no like crumbs or dirt in there. But it did not require me to do really any decluttering. So I was very proud of myself at that moment because it has been an issue for me for a while. So having that system set in place where I have sort of like small spaces for different types of items in my junk drawer, really helped because I know exactly where everything is supposed to go, even though those are like, random things. And then I moved on to the drawers underneath the island, and that's where we just store a lot of pans and pots. And it was pretty clean, except that one top drawer where there was like a greasy stain on the bottom, which basically ruined one of my clothes. That's why I came out with paper towel to wash off that grease. But it was mostly just little crumbs here and there. And one of the things that I need to figure out eventually, because you can see I have a lot of like those cooking utensils in three different places because they don't fit in my drawer. So for the time being, and I am using all of them. So I am just trying to figure out whether I need to put like a little holder on top of my counter to hold like the things that I use every day, and then have just one spot in the kitchen for the rest of them because it kind of drives me nuts that there's like three different spots to store them. And lastly, it's the pantry. Now, I have done organization of my pantry a few weeks ago. So the pantry did not require a lot of attention, really. I just wanted to wipe it off. So it was very quick. I just kind of moved things around, wiped down the surfaces and the outsides of the cabinets. And that was the last thing that I had to clean in my kitchen. Now, like I said, there are still a few things that are left over, and they are to clean my freezer, the cabinet above the fridge, and then under the sink because, as you can see, there's way too much stuff in there. So make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss that video that's gonna be coming up. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.